St. John chapter 14.
Oh, Shalom. Yeah, say we live now.
Come. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh,
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 Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakal, Kadash,
Rakah,
Rakal Kadash.
Kadash.
and Shalom, Israel. It's a brother, it's a brother Makwa.
It's your brother Malachi.
This is Brother Yatazakai.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video on follow the leader, following with the leader being Yahushai, following after his footsteps, so we can get salvation. Were you wanted to start at John?
Yeah, John.
This is John 13 and 35. It says, "By this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if ye have love one to another."
That's right, and that's once again that's a trait, and that's the quality of a follower of Yahweh Shai. Having that love one to another, that natural, understanding that that's my brother, okay, that's my sister. So you're naturally gonna want to do right by them, and just try to be an example. You good up?
Con.
This is I'm still in John chapter 14, verse I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whether I go, ye know, and the way ye know." Thomas said unto him, "Lord, we know not whither thou goest. How can we know the way?" Yahushua said unto them, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me." So we not getting out of here. We're not, getting in those chariots if we're not being how Yahushua was. No one's coming to Yahweh, unless they were, in that spirit, in that testimony, type of understanding of Yahushua. They were gentle unto all men. They were, meek. They were trying to have temperance, even though we stumble sometimes or whatever. But we continue to once again strive for that okay from Yahushua.
Con. I'm gonna grab this real quick.
Fine.
This is John 12 verse 26. "If any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor."
So once again, we have to follow Yahushua. That's the only we gotta follow Yahushua to have that honor in Yahweh. For Yahweh to tell us, hey, y'all are the first fruits. Y'all are you know uh, uh, good vessels that I can use. Because who ultimately who wants to be, well, besides the heathen, but who wants to be a wicked vessel? And some of them don't even want to be heathen. We all want to be good unto Yahweh. So to do so, we got to be like Yahweh Shai.
Con. Man, where I work at, I work with like a lot of Arabs, and I be going to go take my break. I be going to the back, and you be seeing a lot of those Arabs like praying, pulling a little mat out, praying on the floor in front of people. So they be they be trying to put on like an image. I know they don't eat pork, so they be trying to
Right.
be those people. They try to serve God, but this just ain't for them.
God.
It's not for them.
And it's funny when you're around them, they'll try to let you know too. Like if they're fasting or something, they'll try to like make it be known, or like anything they're trying to do for the Lord, they'll like have to like broadcast it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You just like, okay, like We get it, you know.
We need to get that little reward from man.
Right. Con.
You have something?
Yeah, this is I'm still in John. This is chapter 15. I'll start at the top. It says, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not the fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide in me. So, bro, we can't bring forth good fruit unless it's through Yahweh. You know, it says
Con.
how can you bring forth good fruit if it's not attached to a vine? You know, it has to have a foundation. You know what I mean? And we know what that what our
Con.
foundation is.
What you getting at?
And Salakia,
This is
family, that in verse 4 when it says abide in me, that's what I wanted to bring out. That word abide that goes back into to remain or to continue to be present. So we have to remain and be present in that in the Lord's spirit. You know what I mean? That's the once again that's going to show you this is a narrow road. You know.
I'm gonna get this real quick. Let's go to that. Ephesians 3:17. It says that Mashiach may dwell in your hearts by faith, that ye being rooted and grounded in love, may be able to comprehend with all saints what is that breadth and the length and depth and the height, and to know the love of Hamashiach, which passeth knowledge, that ye may be filled with all the fullness of Yahweh. And that's the we know Yahweh Shah is divine, and that's Yahweh Shah is divine, Yahweh Shah is the root, and which goes into to having that faith. And the only way to have faith, true faith, is being rooted and grounded in love. That's true faith.
Con,
Kazakai, you got something?
Uh, yeah. This Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 2. Well, I just started at 1, just for edification. This Hebrews chapter 12 verse 1. It says, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh."
Bro, read that read that first line again real quick.
God, um, you want me to start from the top or
Yeah, I think so.
the second? God, I'll just start from the top. This Hebrews chapter 12 verse 1. It says, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us,
Yeah, they're right there.
looking."
That run with patience. And we know patience goes into endurance and long suffering. We gotta run
temperance.
this. Yeah, temperance. That's what we need to run this race. Because when you go to Ecclesiasticus verse, I mean not Ecclesiasticus, I'm tripping. 1 Corinthians 13, and 2, it says you can have the knowledge, you can have faith, you can have it said knowledge, faith, and prophecy. But if you don't got charity, love, then it's all for nothing. And when you go into charity, one of the things that stems from charity is temperance. But they tell you in Galatians the 5th chapter, one of the things that stem from charity is patience. I mean, patience, temperance, long suffering. Like these are the things we need to run the race.
Con,
Because you could be out there preaching the gospel and the highways, and then somebody comes up, and then they're able to piss you off or get you mad, and then get you off of that foundation because you didn't have that patience, that temperance.
con.
You didn't have the ability to long suffer. Now you're taken from doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you in a whole nother zone now. Even though you know what to do, but you got mad. It's like if you a boxer and you got a game plan, but then you get pissed off or something, and
Right.
then now automatic now you're off the game plan. You're doing your own thing now. You're not sticking to the game plan. That goes back to also goes back into what's the word? Discipline. That's another one. Discipline. Having
Con,
that discipline keep
con.
you on track.
And not and Salaki, but it's like a football team, you know. Everybody has to buy into the coach's program, you know. When all those players, you know, the coach may say, you know, I think you think you're a wide receiver, but I see you at quarterback. I got this vision for you. Believe on me, you know, buy into my program. If they buy into that program for, you know, all those games through, you know, all those fights or whatever, at the end they get that championship. You know, it's the same thing with us. You know, we got to buy into this program. You know what I mean? We got to buy into Yahweh Shai and understanding that he now is our he's our mediator. He's the one in between us and Yahweh. You know, so for us to get a good rapport with the Heavenly Father, man, we gotta buy into this program. You're not getting out of here without buying into Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's program, man. It's not happening.
Not alive.
Nah, and not in the, you know, not with a good report. You know,
I got a quick one just to back up what you brothers the points you brothers was just making. Just a quick one. I know you wanted me to finish reading that. It's Proverbs chapter 23 and I believe it's verse 23. Let me make sure. It's yep. It's Proverbs chapter 23 verse 23. It says buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
mm. Read it one more time, Tachaka.
God. This Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 23. It says, buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding.
We gotta buy into it. We gotta buy into it. You know, that wisdom, that knowledge, that understanding. We have to subscribe to. And once again, it's crazy because a lot of us, we've been taught to subscribe to these ideologies of this world, you know. But now we have true life, you know. Now we have that wisdom to understand how to navigate in a wicked society, in a kingdom that's, you know, divided. You know what I mean? So we have to buy into this plan. You know what I mean? If we truly love him, if we truly want that life, you know, that eternal life, you know what I mean? We got to buy into it. And Akim, let me just get this. This is John, if you guys don't mind. This is John chapter 17, verse 14. He says, I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is thy truth. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, his word, okay, what his the actual what he told us, how he told us to be, that's the truth. You know, this is this is once again buying into his understanding, man. You know, how we gonna be sanctified? You know, how we gonna and actually the word sanctified goes into you know, purify. So how we're getting purified? We're getting purified through his gospel, through what he went through. You know, when he was telling that, you know, he was telling our people, he was showing compassion and telling us to be gentle, telling us to love one another. That's purifying us and making us perfect, you know. So we have to, like McQuarrie said, we got to follow the leader, man.
Con. How should I say he's the way? So
God.
how you think we got to get there? That's why it just blows my mind. How guys will grab Jeremiah, or guys will grab Malachi, or guys will grab Isaiah or Obadiah, like as a defense to something. Like, yo, Yahweh Shah said he's the way. He
Well,
didn't say
I
Malachi
was
the
about
way.
to tell you.
He didn't
Listen to
say,
what you kind of Salaki, I don't mean to cut you off. What you just said. All of those prophets you were talking about were of the Old Testament, and it was before Yahushua came for all of us, bro. That's the gospel. Yahushua, everything, all those ill feelings we had, all of those, you know, ways that kind of made us, you know, imperfect. Yahushua came to basically put all that down. You know, that's why that's why this gospel kind of the world hates us, man. That's because it just doesn't resonate with people to show love, you know, to be compassionate, to actually show temperance. Everybody's like everything like this. Everybody like robots, you know what I mean? Eye for an eye. So a lot of people just, you know, just think it ain't gonna click. But Lord's will, you know, the brethren understand, you know, just understand the spirit that we, you know, trying to, you know, come out with.
Con.
That's what it's about.
You tell the guy you got one?
Yeah. Um, this is Hebrews chapter 3, verse 3. It says, "For this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, inasmuch as he who have built the house have more honor than the house." I'll read a little bit more. It said, "For the house is built by some man, but he that built all things is Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai. And Moses was Salakia, and Moses verily was faithful in all his house, as a servant for a testimony of those things which were to be spoken after. But Hamashiach is a son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end."
Yahushua, he's the end all be all, you know. We, of course, we respect, you know, all the prophets, you know, Moses on down. But Yahushua, he's the perfection of us, you know. He's the one who came in the spirit that the Lord wanted us to be in. So he's the one we have to, you know, we have to follow.
In fact, I'm gonna get this real quick. Luke 9 and verse 53, and they did not receive him because his face was as though he would go to Jerusalem. And when the disciples James and John saw this, they said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, even as Elias did? But he turned and rebuked them and said, You know not what manner of spirit ye are of, for the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them.
That's right. So he wasn't even, Yahushua wasn't even upset at the guys for, you know, having, you know, some indignation towards Yahushua. Yahushua was mad at the ones who understood. He was mad at John and what was it, Thomas?
James and John.
James and John, Salaki. It was James and John. But yeah, he was, you know, he was upset at them. That's why he rebuked them, because they knew better. You know what I mean?
But as you can see, they quoted who? They said Elias did it, so I guess we should be able to do it too. But nah, I mean, Yahweh Shah, he's coming with a whole new spirit. Well,
Exactly.
I wouldn't say a new spirit, but the spirit of old, the old spirit,
Right.
the original spirit, where we're supposed to actually love our people all the way back, like the original spirit. That's the spirit he was coming in. That's
Right.
because guys, things started to change than what they was originally supposed to be for. Like even like Moses said, you can write a bill of divorce, but Yahweh Shah said it wasn't supposed to be
Right.
like that.
Right. The law became. We started using the law as once again as a defense to where it was the end all be all, and there was nothing. There was no grace. There was no mercy. There was no type of love in between, and that's why Yahweh Shah had to shut all that down. That's why he was saying, what was it? Gosh,
You
he
had
was
the
giving
wicked
all those
scribes and the
examples.
Pharisees.
Come,
They came to Yahweh Shai and they like, well, this according to Moses, this lady committed adultery, so she got to be
right,
stoned to death. What do you
right,
say? Yahweh Shai said, that's cool, but he did without sin. He can
exactly.
cast the first stone,
Oh,
and everybody peeled off.
right.
But
And he
Yahweh
looked
Shai
up, and
was
there was no one there.
gone.
And that's kind of and I see where you're going. That's kind of once again the spirit that's still in Israel, to where we're still looking towards a lot of the the older prophets and not Yahushua. We got Yahushua is our savior. He's the one that's gonna get us out of here. He's the one that's
King of
gonna get us
Kings.
out of here. So we gotta. What did he say? And on top of that,
Right.
he's the Lord's begotten son, bro. Like he's literally sitting on his right hand. What did he want?
That's why if I'm sure y'all brothers familiar with the account. I'm not exactly sure. I know it's in X, but Yahweh, he spoke from the heavens and he was like, this is my son who I'm well pleased with.
Khan,
Please hear ye him.
Khan,
So he was telling
Khan.
him like hear him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's speaking directly on my accord. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
That's why when he was saying I'm gonna leave, don't worry, you guys have seen me, and if you seen me, you seen the Father. It was like, what do you mean you're leaving and we seen the Father?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, I'm the Father. That's what he was saying. Like, I'm literally, if I'm the original spirit, this is how you guys were
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be. This is how he wanted his nation to be. If the
Because
Lord, if
we know
Yahweh came down, he would be Yahweh Shai.
because we know they on the same accord. That's what he's trying to tell us.
Right,
Like
right,
we on the same accord because when you go back to Genesis, they tell you that when a man and a woman get married, they become one flesh,
right.
which is going into our basically getting on the same accord. So Yahweh Shai was telling them like, yeah, if you seen the Father, you seen me, because why? They on the same accord. Whatever the Father wants, that's what Yahweh Shai is going to carry out.
Right.
Matter of fact, here it is right here. The brother got in the comment board. Walk circumspectly 144. It
Con.
says Matthew 17:5. The water. It says while he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice out of the clouds, which said, this is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. Damn, that's from Yahweh.
Bro,
He
hey,
said,
I'm about to say, bro, that's major. Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, was like, hold up. He talking. I want y'all to know that's my son speaking. What he is saying, y'all listen to. You
Con,
know? It's just like, bro, he's the way. That's it. Why, it shouldn't be grievous. And like your Tazaka, I think you had this lesson, a week maybe ago, but it shouldn't be grievous unto us to literally love, to, be gentle. This should be, firsthand, I don't want, what is it? How they say second nature,
Mm-hmm.
it should be like, this should be nothing to us, man. We shouldn't be, we got to love each other. Like, bro, we done went through the same thing. We still going through the same thing.
Uh,
It's crazy.
as his ways are plain unto the holy store, they stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Mm, mm.
Gone. You had one?
Yeah, you got one, Malachi?
Not right now. Go ahead. I'm gonna have one after
Okay,
you.
Khan. I'll just get this one first. So, just to back up what McQuarrie was just speaking on about how and Malachi was alluding to about how Yahweh Shai is pretty much exactly on the same core of Yahweh as Yahweh. You know, this is Hebrews chapter 1 verse 1. It
Mm,
says Yahweh, who at sundry times in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets. So it says Yahweh, who in sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets. You
mhm.
know, it says, having these last days spoken unto us by his son, whom
Oh no.
he have appointed heir of all things,
Oh
by
no.
whom also he made the worlds. You know,
Oh
so at
no.
the end of the day, and that's spiritual too, because it lets you know, it's spiritual too, because Isaac was Yahweh Shai the reincarnation, which ultimately leads to Yahweh Shai really being our father anyway. You know what I'm saying, through the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because Jacob was the son of the only begotten son of Isaac. You know, which Jacob represents the nation of Israel, which represents us as a people. So
Mhm.
Yahweh Shai really is our father anyway. You know what I'm saying? It says, verse 3, who being the brightness of his glory, which the brightness, you can allude that to Ecclesiastes 8, you know what I'm saying, when it says, who is a wise man and do with Salakia. Who's a wise man? It speaks about how
The
his
brightness.
face,
Right.
Salakia,
His face shine.
just
Con.
yeah, Khan. Yeah,
Con.
wisdom make a man face shine, Khan, the water. You know what I'm saying? That represents the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Heavenly Father. You know, the brightness
Con.
of his glory. You know, it says, who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, and upholding all things by the word of his power, when he had by himself purged our sins, sat down on the right hand of the majesty on the high. You know,
Mm.
so this is a what Yahweh Shai has been glorified with. You know, he's been glorified with the ability to be able to completely have us in subjection unto his word. You know, because like I tell
Mhm.
you when Saint John 6:63, it's the spirit that quickeneth, and
Right.
the flesh profit of nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. You know, so Yahweh actually gives life. You know, to adhere unto his word, to adhere unto his power, to adhere unto his counsel. That's what actually gives you life. If when you don't adhere unto Yahweh, you don't have life. You know,
Con. And let me actually, I got a pre for you. This is
God,
John 16 and 33. It says, "These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." So,
mm,
bro, he gave us peace. The reason why he gave us peace was because, like, dude, I won it already. I just want y'all to follow me now. Just be an example. I already overcame the world. I defeated death. I defeated all of those. I defeated envy, clamorous. That's why he said, "Don't even have that in y'all." Now I
mm,
want y'all to practice how y'all going to be perfected. Just practice
mm,
on being perfected. When I come, you're gonna get that glory. When I come, you're gonna all that long suffering because you were actually already in the spirit. You were ahead of everybody. Now, just be a good cheer because that it's gonna manifest in you. That, man, Yahweh shot, bro.
It
That's
was
why
God,
he gave us that peace. That's another thing. That's another reason why we should have that temperance unto all men, because we have peace to understand that first off, our people are out of their minds. Okay, yeah, they have demons on them, but the this is already wrote. We already got our kingdom, bro. We already won. We already got the nations in subjection. Yahweh Shai is already reigning. We just gotta wait till it play out. So when someone maybe, that's why the scriptures say that we should edify You know, we should comfort. So Salaki, when someone may be, you know, going off, how are we as the ones who Yahushua gave peace unto? Why are we getting upset when people go off? We should be the ones that's showing that temperance and like, look, boom, right? You going, you know, I think maybe, you know, you went off on X, Y, and Z, but I want to show you, you know, the scriptures that's showing you the way to go, you know, showing that temperance. Once again, being like Yahushua. He already overcame this.
And the one on your Tazakah we just pulled it yeah, because like we was just touching on how guys have grabbed a lot of people to try to overwrite Yahweh Shai. Well, Yahweh just said out his own mouth, and that right there, that Matthew 17:5, and when you grab your Tazakah, basically like, yo, this is my son. I
Right.
spoke to y'all through the prophets before, but listen, I'm talking my son. I sent him here. Now y'all gotta listen to him. You can't pull nobody else over Yahweh Shai.
Right.
That's not it.
That's it.
Yeshua,
Right.
he's the end all be all. Matter of fact, because I think the other thing Yahweh Shai, I mean Yatazakah said, I got one on that, John 8:12. Then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. And
Mm.
again, this is why Yahweh Shai wants us to follow him. This is why Yahweh wants us to follow him, because that's life. The way he set it up, his blueprint, that's life. If we follow him, we can't fall. We can't fail. That's why we gotta follow him. I mean, but like following Jeremiah, that ain't it. If those guys, I was talking to my wife about it like a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months ago, or maybe like a couple of weeks ago, and then she was like, I mean, if talking about the prophets of old and Yahweh Shai, she was like, well, if the prophets of old had it right, then I mean, if they would have had it perfectly, there'd be no need for Yahweh Shai to even come. Like if they would have had, it'd been no need for Yahweh Shai to come. But when you read Jeremiah 31:31, it tells you that Israel is keep messing up. We need something new. And
Right.
then it fulfilled through Yahweh Shai, which they tell you in Hebrews 8:8, for finding fault with them. He said, behold, the days come, says the Lord, I'm gonna make a new covenant.
Right.
And Yahweh Shai was sent to come to build that new covenant, to give us the adoption as sons, give us that new way of life. Like how the video I was talking to Yatazakah over the video I did the other day on love being the gospel, the good news, because if Yahweh Shai wasn't on the scene, we were definitely facing down death, literally. Without Yahweh
Right.
Shai, we're all dead, literally, because we've sinned in this life, past lives, so we got death waiting for us. But Yahweh Shai came on the scene, and he said, "You know what? Come through this way. I got
Mm.
this. It's life over here.
Right.
It's like a suicide. It's like one of those Edomite shooters coming to Walmart. He starts shooting it up, and then
Right.
you see this guy just appear through the he appear like, yo man, we can escape through this way over here, without this guy showing up saying this, we got another way.
Right.
That shooter was
It's
shooting
going.
it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Gone. That he's the way. He's. I mean, ain't no other way. That's why he said he's going. Those one. You know, there's going to be some that's try to come up in other ways, but he's going to be like, what are you doing? What, you know,
Gone.
what you thought you was going to come in and I wasn't going to know. We all everybody all in the same spirit. You know, we all got on the same garment. You know what I'm saying? We all got on the same garments. We move in a certain way. And this guy think he coming in here, dirty ass garments. You know what I'm saying?
Pants sagging.
He's pants sagging, hands go fly. He like, bro, Yahushua looking at you like, what are you doing? You wasn't practicing. You was not practicing.
He came through with the Draco. Talking about
Right.
some, y'all ready to go get them boys?
I was going to kill niggas for you. Hey, it's not.
But
That's not
Yahushua
it.
said that guy who gonna be coming in like that, he gonna get bound and threw out.
Right.
Let me see.
Exactly. Let me get this up.
Okay.
This is Ephesians chapter 5. I'll start at verse 8. No, actually, I started verse 6. It says, let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahweh upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. So we can't we once had that spirit of darkness about us, you know what I'm saying? And we walked a certain way, but we got to make sure now we're walking as children of the light. So our conversation has to be totally different. Our approach to certain things, to certain obstacles or tasks, it got to be a total different way. And that way has to be of Yahushua. You know, that has to be our foundation of everything now. You know what I mean? So it can't be of any carnal thoughts, of any, you know, fleshly desires. Everything has to be rooted through Yahushua.
We're not going to be able to get it perfect. We're going to mess up, but
Yeah,
you got to try to filter the things you like before you make moves. You got to try your best to
right,
filter. Like, what will Yahushua do?
right. And that's and once again, what will Yahushua do? And you know what? I'm trying to represent him in the best way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a leader, you know, that he wants. You know what I mean? So, like you said, we all gonna mess up. A just man falls 7 times, but we gonna get back up. You know what I mean? Of course, roughly paraphrasing, but yeah, we have to have that. You know, we have to try to prove ourselves. That's how we make ourselves, you know, spotless and blameless. To prove ourselves as what's acceptable, you know, for the Lord.
I got that one about the guests right here, Matthew's 22 and verse 10. It says, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in and see the guests, he saw there was a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he said unto him, Friend, how comest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he said, and he was speechless. Then said the king to the servant, bind him hand and foot, and take him away and cast him into the outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen. That's crazy. They thought they was going to come in a different way. But Yahushua was like, hold on. Who this? Yo, you're not even dressed right. You sneaking up in here.
But
he told his boys, like, yo, man, gather him up.
Go ahead, you talk to God. Come on.
Just to add one quick point. You notice that Yahushua, he said friend. He called him friend. So he didn't jump away. He didn't be like, nigga, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? He was like friend. Like he said in a calm, cool way. You know what I'm saying? And that shows you the nature of our Lord Yahushua. Like, you ain't got to be all extra, man. You know what I'm saying? Just be chill. You know what I'm saying? Just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Just, like, it's a way to do things without going above and beyond. And that's what Yahushua was trying to show us as a people. Because, you know, Jake, they take stuff too far. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He like, you my man, but you're not supposed to be here right now. You ain't do what I told you to do.
Right.
God.
You guys scoot. Like, yo, help him out right there. Grab him up there, tie him up right there, put him over there.
You notice he was there around them, so apparently he was called. You know, he wasn't chosen, but he was called. So that's the same thing as today. You know what I mean? That's why you know, we blow this alarm and try to have this guy like, bro, listen, just try to be circumspect. You know what I mean? Everybody, all of
us. I got one more. It's Ecclesiasticus 4:20. It says, observe the opportunity and beware of evil, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. So we gotta observe and be like the brother said, we gotta be circumspect, because we know that Satan is out here trying to play on anything that he can, and any person he can try to take over. Nobody just is basically unable to be taken by Satan, because you see Peter, Satan hopped on him. You see Saul of Tarsus, Satan hopped on him. James, John, everybody. Satan then had pretty much everybody at one point. So Satan will use anybody to try to get you to diminish your integrity, to get you to go off, to get you to disappoint Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So we gotta be observed and be circumspect, and don't be ashamed concerning thy soul, because we know concerning glory of the glory of Yahushua, it in times is going to be kind of shameful because we gotta take L's. We gotta let stuff slide, and we know people are going to gas it up. Be like, man, you just gonna let that nigga do that to you?
Right.
Man, you better than me. Like
Right.
you gonna have to deal with a whole lot of stuff like that, especially with people in the world. Those people in the world, they're like, bro, you just gonna let him just bitch you like that? You gotta deal with a whole lot of stuff like that. You gonna have to let slide. Like how Shai told Peter, you think I couldn't pray to my Father to send legions of angels? You already know what time it is. You see what I've done. You already know if I wanted to get busy, I can get busy.
Con.
I got a
That's why
quick peek.
how
Salaki, brother.
you got it.
Salaki, it's just to add to what you were saying. Salaki, the Mark chapter 8, verse 38, it says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and simple generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
Hmm.
So if you will let let this sinful and wicked adulterous generation convince you or persuade you away from your servitude and Yahweh Shai, he had you sicko anyway. Yahweh Shai don't want nothing to do with you anyway. Like these people out here we're filthy as hell, man. You know that?
Con.
Like everybody out here is filthy. You know, like what McQuarrie like to pull out in Psalms 140, I believe. If Yahweh Shemel Shai was to mark iniquity, who would stand? Tell you in Ecclesiastes the 7th chapter that the good man is perished out of the earth. So why would you let what anyone thoughts in this present world, convince you not to stay true to Yahweh Shai? That's stupid, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's sucker
Con.
stuff. That's what Yahweh Shai was getting into in Matthew the 10th chapter, where he said, came not to send peace but a sword. He's gonna set basically going to tell he's gonna set the
Division.
mom against the dad
Right.
against the mom, the daughter against the mother-in-law, the son against the father-in-law. He was gonna set a division purposely just to see who was going to choose him or somebody who they so-called love their entire life. Like, are you going to put your children or your mom or your wife before me, or are you going to keep your integrity and you're going to do what I tell you to do?
Con.
Because you know how parents like to say, man, we only celebrating Halloween and Christmas for the kids, so you gonna put your kids over the Most High? That's a no. But ultimately, Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, they setting it up that way. So when the time comes, because we know how Esau roll, he like to use people, family against him. And there's gonna be people where Yahweh Shai is gonna be like, listen, Esau gonna be like, listen, we're gonna kill you and your family if y'all don't take this microchip.
Con.
Now, if it's a person who's not been tested in that way, it might be hard for him, or he don't have the knowledge. But if you follow Yahweh Shai, you've already been tested,
Right.
and you've been in situations where you had to uh choose Yahweh Bashim Yahweh over your family.
Right.
So when you get in that situation, it's going to be easy to you. It's gonna be like second nature. Like, listen, I've already been here before.
Right.
My family already know what time it is too. They already know we got to take the L. If that's the Lord's will, then we ready to go for it. Like who said that in Yatazakah? No, not I think Moses' son or Aaron said that, and I think it was Judges. As for the third book, I think it's in the third book. As for me and my house, we gonna
Oh, you
serve the
talking about
Lord.
Joshua? Yeah, Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua,
Yeah, Joshua 24, I believe.
my house, we gonna serve the Lord.
Right.
Even with even during the times where the empire of what's Alexander the Great, his empire, and the little horns is the horns that stemmed off of them. They was persecuting the Jakes. They try to get them like, listen, you're going to get put to death, or you're going to eat this pork. Don't circumcise your kids, or we're going to kill you. Like, it was certain things
Oh
that,
yeah.
like,
Con. Con.
our people were like, listen, you're going to kill us because we're going to get this done.
Right. Right.
You're going to get this done. I got it.
I got I got several, but I'm gonna just get this one. So, uh, this Luke chapter 14, verse 26. It says, "If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple."
Kind of, we know bearing that cross is going into taking those L's, staying in the spirit, keeping your integrity.
That tribulation.
Kind, that's what the cross is. The tribulation, like Yahweh Shai went through. Like if you can't go through the same tribulation Yahweh Shai went through, you're not worthy of Yahweh Shai. Like
Con.
look at Stephen. He was like like me personally. I think the two most loyal guys to Yahweh Shai was Stephen and Paul. Like those are the two guys like who kept the faith and they didn't fall off when they got the opportunity. Like we know Stephen, he died and prayed for the pardon of the people who killed him. Like that takes crazy strength to do that. Only other person I know to do that was Yahweh Shai himself,
Con.
and also Paul. We know he stayed faithful to the end through everything. Like me and Tazaka was going to last night. Paul was like, listen, because they was telling me, listen, you can't go to Jerusalem. You can't go. I forget what city it was, but they was telling me you can't go over here and start preaching because if you do, they're gonna bind you up. They're gonna torture you. This, that, and the third. He looking at him crazy like what? He said, yo, y'all trying to scare me? He said, yo, I'm ready to die for this right now. What you talking about? I'm ready to die tonight. Matter of fact, I gotta grab that. Here it is. This is Acts 21 in verse. Yeah, it was Jerusalem. Acts 21 in verse 11. It says, and when he was come, matter of fact, I started 10. And we tarried 3 days. And we tarried there many days. There came down from Judea a certain prophet named Agabus, and when he was come unto us, he took Paul's girdle and bound his own hands and feet, and said, thus said the Holy Spirit, so shall the Jews at Jerusalem bind the man that owneth this girdle, and shall deliver him into the hands of the Gentiles. And when we heard these things, both we and they of that place besought him not to go up to Jerusalem. So they were warning Paul, listen, if you go down there, you're going to be bound up and they're going to serve you up to the Romans.
Right.
Then Paul answered, What mean ye? What mean ye to weep and to break mine heart? He said, For I am ready. So he said, What you trying to break my heart? You trying to scare me? You want me to cry? He said, For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai. So yeah, Paul, he's like, yo, man, y'all trying to scare me? Y'all think it's going to deter me from doing what I'm got to do? But he said, listen, man, I'm ready to die tonight if I got to, and for the name of Yahweh Shai Shai. He said, I ain't worried about nothing,
Con. And that,
cause
this a pre to what you just actually read. This is John 8 verse 31. Then Yahushua said, Salaki, then Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed. So we have to believe, but we got to continue. We got to continue in in all things in that in that spirit, man. And that ride or die, like, look, I don't care whatever happens to me. I'll take these L's because it's for Yahushua. And ultimately, I want that crown.
yeah, but yeah, and but right now the biggest test we got right now is taking L's in the forms of letting shit slide. Now when Esau come on the scene and
Right.
Jacob Trouble pops off, then you gonna see guys out here being captured. Some guys gonna be singing like canaries. Some guys gonna be dying.
Right.
But you definitely gonna have guys out here singing like, "Yo, don't gotta kill me, man. I know where this guy lives.
I know
I
where
know
they
where
at.
that guy lives. I got this guy's phone number. We can set him up. This, that, and the third. Whatever you need, man. So just don't kill me."
We gotta endure to the end. We gotta believe him to the end, and gotta continue in the faith
Con.
through much tribulation. Now we're gonna enter the kingdom.
You got one?
Allah.
I got one. Man, whew. Let me just get this one first. It's Sirach chapter 29, verse 15. It says, "Forget not the friendship of thy surety, for he have given his life for thee." You know what I'm saying? And what Yahweh Shah said, he said, "Yea are my friends if they do so whatsoever I command you." So we're friends of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. We're not supposed to forget the friendship of our surety. You know what I'm saying? It's guaranteed. Ain't nobody else or not you can't even be more a friend to yourself than Yahweh Shai was a friend to us. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai that's the friendship of surety right there. He laid down his life for us. Without him, we wouldn't have no chance. He sacrificed everything. Like I was telling the brothers yesterday, you gotta think too, Yahweh Shai, he was King Solomon in the reincarnation. So Yahweh Shai, he loved box. He went 33 years without box, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that Yahweh Shai sacrificed that's not even spoken on. You know what I'm saying? He sacrificed a lot. So it's guaranteed that Yahweh Shai is our true friend. You know what I'm saying? That's a guarantee. He's our friend. We're not supposed to forget the friendship of our surety, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he has given his life for thee. You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many gonna just get a life for you. You know?
And if he did that for us, this is small, you know. Well, you know, we can get back. You know what I mean?
God. That's why I say for your light affliction is not worthy to be compared to the glory that should be revealed in you. You know?
Right. Exactly. And that's why he tells us to take everything with joy. You know,
God,
because this could be a lot worse, man.
bro. God, nah. And then I got this one too, little passage. This Romans chapter 8, verse uh 35. It says, well, I just started 33. It says, "Who shall lay anything to the charge of Yahweh's elect? It is Yahweh that justifieth, and we justify through Yahweh Shah Mashiach." It says, "Who is he that condemneth? It is Mashiach that died, yea, rather that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of Yahweh, who also maketh intercession for us." So not only are we justified through Yahweh Shah, but he's making intercession for us to be justified by Yahweh. You know, it says, so keeping those things in mind, that should be enough incentive for you to be like, okay, it's regardless of what, I'm gonna do what Yahweh Shai told me to do, and I'm gonna serve Yahweh Shai to the end, to the best of my abilities. You know, it says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter." Which Yahweh Shai, he was the sacrificial sheep, that ultimate sheep, you know, that lamb, you know. It says, "Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us." So through the love that Yahweh Shai has shown through us through all these things, we can conquer whatever. It says, "For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai our Lord." So if we truly have Yahweh Shai Mashiach truly supping with us, truly dealing with us, can't nothing separate us from that love that we have for Yahweh Shai. You know, that friendship of our surety, nothing, you know.
Kind of go back to that Isaiah 33:6, where guys bring out a lot, which they think that's talking about the knowledge of prophecy, so-called prophecy. But that Isaiah 33:6 is talking about the wisdom and knowledge of Yahushua being rooted and grounded in Yahushua, because
Right.
that's what's going to keep us stable. That's what's going to give us the that's what's going to give us the wisdom to move correctly so we don't fail.
Uh,
Like the brother just going into, that's all go that ties up with Isaiah 33:6. They're not talking about just any kind of knowledge, because regular Jakes in the world, Esau, even knows about uh so-called prophecy, the microchip coming, uh the race wars coming, any kind of prophecy you can name. You can find right now on YouTube a regular person who don't even know the Lord that knows about it. So that's not what's going to keep us stable, give us stability. When you go in the word stability, it goes into foundation, something that's going to hold you up. And the only thing that's going to do that is Yahweh Shai and walking like how he walked. That's what's going to keep us held up and stable.
uh,
Mm-hmm. Con. It tell you through wisdom is a house building, and through understanding is it established. You know what I'm saying? Then it also
Ooh,
tell you that it tell you about how Yahweh Shai Yahweh Shai is a house that was built upon a rock. You know what I'm saying? If you
mm,
build your house upon any other foundation, when the waters come, which the waters represents uh the um the trouble, you know, the destruction, the hell that's gonna break loose. You know what I'm saying? Um, that your house, if it's not built upon Yahweh Shai's foundation, it's gonna fall down. You know, and that
God,
wisdom, like the brother was speaking on, wisdom has to be from above, because you got you got multiple types of wisdom. You got the wisdom that's from beneath and the wisdom that's from above. You know, and the wisdom that's from above is without sensuality. It doesn't have any fleshly traits with it. It has
right.
it's full of the spirit. You know, it's spiritual content within it, and that's what's gonna keep you going. You know, through whatever. You know, the spirit is the only thing that can combat death. The spirit is the only thing that can combat the flesh. You know, the spirit is the only thing that can conquer over whatever you're going through. You know,
and another thing that storm is going to hit the houses is regular our regular everyday things that we deal with. Like if you go into a store and you go and then somebody, let's say you in a store shopping, somebody hits your cart, boom. Your first thing you initially want to think of is boom, this nigga just hit my cart. I'm about to spaz on him, like, yo, watch where you going,
Right.
dickhead, something like that. But then you think like, okay, Yahweh Shah don't want us to react that way. So then you just like brush it off like, ah, that's cool, man. I'm just gonna keep going. That's that's what also the storm represents. But when you're founded on Yahweh Shai, when you go through things like that, it's gonna keep you stable. It's gonna keep you held up
I got a quick
because
testimony on that too, because Salaki, brother, I got a quick testimony
yeah,
on
yeah.
that today, because I done started trying to sell the oils. You know what I'm saying, the body oils. So I was
Uh,
out today trying to just started today, and I seen this young Jake. I was trying to get him to buy the body oils, but it was a lady trying to back out, and he was pushing the Blakey's up, and she was just like, she let her window down, just like, come on now. But she heard me trying to like make the
uh,
sales or whatever. So in my mind, I was just thinking like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Right.
Like, you could have let him say these little couple words to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was just like, in my mind, I thought about Yahweh Shine. I was just like, oh yeah, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And she probably thinking in her mind like, yeah, I just told that nigga what was up.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
God,
And
Fuck
God.
around with me.
it's funny you
But
said that. I
sometimes,
was
also
Shalakia
like you, one
family.
more point. So like I was just gonna say one more thing. Sometimes you gotta take a loss to win. Sometimes you gotta lose a battle just to win the war. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like you, Malachi.
No, no, you good? You good? No, I was going to say a similar story. I went to the daggone gas station. These two ladies was talking. One, she was the clerk. It was a clerk, and it was another lady. The clerk was talking to someone who had already cashed out. She should have been left. So I'm next in line. So I'm like, I'm letting them talk, but then I'm like, excuse me, can I just get gas on pump? She literally turned around. She said, no, you can wait. Man, listen.
Yo.
Hey,
Shit,
when I
it's
tell you,
funny.
my first thing I did, I literally, I was like this. I did this like this, and I calmed myself, and I was like, you know what? Just take this L. I was like, it's all good. I said, yeah, I'm gonna need like 10 on. I think it was like 10 on 15 or something like that. I was like, yeah, 10 on 15. She's like, no problem. And you could tell it. She felt it like, oh, I got over on a man. You know what I mean? You could just tell. Like she had that confidence. But I'm like, bro, you just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, bro, y'all out here. You know what I mean? And it was a what perceived to be a heathen, but I was like, bro, oh my gosh. But just
What tribe?
testimony, man. Just taking L's, just small, small things. You know what I mean?
What tribe was that? Where's she from?
I think she was an Edomite, bro.
Oh,
I,
Edomite. I don't know. Edomites. I
uh,
don't know if Edomites talk to people like that. I don't know.
nah,
That could
bro.
have
I
been a
don't know
Jake.
what. Yeah, I don't know what she said. She said, "Excuse me." She's like, "Excuse me, I'm talking." I said, "Yo, it's
Edomites
you know
don't
what I mean?"
talk to
I'm like,
people like that
bro.
at work.
Oh, see that, and that's what I mean. Once again, it was that spiritual because I'm like, bro, I've not. How often does that? First off, that you know what I mean. That usually doesn't happen. You know what I mean. So it's like for you to even have that spirit on you, and then afterwards you saw like, yeah, okay, have a good one. I'm like, bro, you got it. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. So just once again, man,
That's
just those
tough. That's
small
tough.
little, yeah, just those small little L's, man. They L's here in the flesh, but you know they add up for our spiritual currency. So that's what matters.
Matter of fact, I got one for that right here. Proverbs 22
Oh,
and 4. This is by humility and fear of the Lord Yahweh are riches and honor and life. Because we taking L's. We ain't doing it because we fear these fucking people.
right, exactly,
Because if we want it, we'll turn up. That's what we
right.
normally do, turn up. So
And see,
we're
and
doing it because we fear the Lord. That's why we doing it.
God and
Ain't got
Salakia,
nothing to do with
but you
these
know where I
people. We
live
don't care
at,
about y'all.
right? I live with nothing but Edomites. So if I turn up, it's like, you know. So I'm like, bro, just go ahead, get the gas, get out. They mad Trump lost, so I'm out. I'm out.
Con. This is by humility and the fear of Yahweh are riches and honor and life. That's crazy.
Con, con.
So we got to take that humble route, that
Right.
humiliation route, because that's what's going to lead to riches and honor and life. Because that's what Yahweh Shah did, man. They shaved his beard off, bro. I'd be so embarrassed if I got my
bro,
beard shaved off, bro. That's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
bro, bro, they
bro. He was.
spit on them.
I
They
about to
offered
say,
them
yeah, they
business.
spit on him, bro.
They say
I'm
they
just talking
stripped them
about one
naked.
aspect of it. I'm talking about just the one, the shaving the beard part. Like that's just like
Con, con.
so disrespectful and embarrassing. Bro,
I got
King
one
Bro,
David
for
said,
y'all,
"Don't even come back outside until that shit grow back."
bro. Easy, like yeah. You're not seeing me. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh." So this is what we're doing. We're trying to
Mm,
prove ourselves perfect. We're trying to prove ourselves to our power. You know, First and foremost to Yahweh Shai, like, look, Yahweh Shai, please be my mediator. Please let Yahweh say that I'm acceptable. I'm good and acceptable. So we doing this for a greater cause, man.
Con.
This world gonna fade away. We want the world that's forever. You
Con, it's a
know,
team sport. This is a
God,
team sport. It's not.
God,
It's not only about us and what we want. You got it. Because this is what I was thinking about last week. You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling the brother like I need to get better with my temperance. You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? When you f up, it's not only you effing up. You effing up. You got to think about your brothers around you. The spirits that get on you could get on your brothers. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about your people. Your people, they trying to be delivered out of captivity. If you got children, you got to think about your children. Your
right,
children need salvation. You know what I'm saying? Your wife need help. It's not all about you. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
You're taking losses for those around you as well,
right.
man. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's not just for you. You know what I'm saying?
God, God.
Yeah, I
Once
was thinking
again,
about that a
showing that
couple
you're a
weeks
leader.
ago. Yeah, Con. I was a couple weeks ago. I was kind of thinking about that in the sense of like how Paul was saying that we're servants to Yahweh Shai, basically like his employees. It's like if you want a clock and you need that job, and then this customer turn up on you, but if you turn back up, you're about to lose your job. and
Dope.
then you got to go home and explain to your family why they not gonna be able to eat and pay rent. Like it's not just about you. So
Yeah.
sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do for our family, for the greater
Mm-hmm.
good. With our family is all Israel
Done.
ultimately. So
Done.
we're doing this for all our people. Like you know, if you really know your family is dependent on you to eat, you're not going to turn up. You're just going to take the L at the
Right.
job, bro. You're
Right.
going to take the L. Like you know what,
Mm-hmm.
you got it, because I need this job. I got to feed my family.
Right. And that's
But
to say, yeah,
shalom,
con. And we want that, and we want that mercy, especially during Jacob's trouble, man. Especially when martial law, is implemented and all these things, man. We want the Lord to have that mercy on us. That's why during these times, Lord's will, we're becoming, we're proving what's good, you know.
Con, being that example. That's how we follow the Lord. That's how we
Mm.
follow the leader. With the Lord, He is the leader. That's how we follow him, by being that example.
Shalom, Mark.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yabashim
Shalom.
Ashar Brakatham.
About Shah Brakatah.
Yeah, but Mr. Barkatan. Jeez, man, you brothers. Man, I can go all day with you brothers.
Man,
I just I just
that's
got
y'all, man.
uh I just got this I'm gonna just get these last couple two, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just get these last two. You know, let me get this one first. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, 3, 1 and 3 through 5. It says, this 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 3, it says, we are bound to thank Yahweh Bashem Yahushua always for you, brethren,
Mm.
as it is meet, because that your faith groweth exceedingly, and the charity of every one of you all toward each other aboundeth. So your charity and your faith growing, you know what I'm saying, exceedingly is something to be thankful to Yahweh Shema Shah about. Just by the way, it says
Uh,
that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua for your patience and faith in all persecutions and tribulations that they endure. So this is this is something that our brothers and our people could take glory in, that we're doing this. This is something that Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is actually thankworthy to us for. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
It says
And we go into that word glory.
you got it, Salah.
I don't see me real quick. I don't see we go into that word glory. It means to boast, or to have joy, or to rejoice.
Mm, God, God. It says verse 5, it says, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that they may be counted worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for which they also suffer. So this is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is an evident token that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai could definitely be supping with you. That he's definitely dealing with you. That Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is uh is accounting us. You know what I'm saying? Because it tell you that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is chastening of those whom he loves. You know what I'm saying? So if we're getting chastised for righteousness' sake on this level, then obviously Yahweh Shema Shah has not forgotten about us, and he's supping with us, and we could very well be those who are chosen for salvation. You know?
God. And Salaki, what you said as well, as far as being an example, we understand, like you said, we understand that it's not just about us. And I want to give another example. This is Ephesians chapter 3. I start at the top. It says, for this cause, I, Paul, the prisoner of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, for you Gentiles, if ye have heard of the dispensation of the grace of Yahweh, which is given me toward you, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery, as I wrote afore in few words, whereby when ye read, ye may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which in the other ages was not known unto the sons of men, as it is now revealed unto his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit, that the
Mm,
Gentiles should be fellow heirs and of the same body and partakers of his promise in Hamashiach by the gospel. So basically, Paul was saying, like, look, once again, you we're I'm me being a representation of the understanding. Guess what? I'm not only doing this for my sake, But guess what? I get it. The Gentiles, they're going to be follow heirs too. So these people that you're calling niggas and this and that, they're going to be follow heirs too. So this is why you got to be an example. Okay? If you're once again, that's why he started also as I, Paul, the prisoner of the Lord. I'm a prisoner. I got to follow what this man said, what he told me to do, you know, because this is not from only me, not only for my family, but the Gentiles as well. They're going to be fellow heirs to the kingdom. You know what I mean? So
That's cold. And that made me think of Salakia. That made me think of Romans 11 and 28. Speaking about as concerning the gospel, they're enemies. They're enemies for the gospel's sake, but concerning election, they're enemies. So like,
Beloved.
I know I butchered it. Yeah,
no,
Khan.
you're good.
They're
You know,
beloved.
what you say, brother?
I'm pretty sure it's beloved. I think.
Khan, yeah, Khan. You know, so ultimately, as touching the election, which same thing is beloved. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you know what I'm saying? They're enemies. So really, those who come up against us of our people, it's really a beautiful thing. We need them. We need them to come up against us for our glory. That we really should be happy about that. You know what I'm saying? It really should be a thing that's joyous. That's why I say, although chastening for the moment seem not to be joyous but grievous, but afterward it worketh it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness. And that's why faith is a fruit of the spirit. Having faith that's continuing in the spirit of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach is ultimately going to reap you a reward. You know, it's ultimately going to do the best for you and those around you. You know,
that's why that testimony gonna manifest. You know, you was taking all types of you was going through all types of afflictions because you had so much faith on your power. You know, so now you can tell your nation how to actually how to be a righteous judge. You know, or how to deal with certain situations. You know, it goes twofold, man. You know, yeah, you being afflicted, but guess what? You're being afflicted, and now you can teach your nation while being afflicted. You know what I mean? In the sense of you taking L's for them. You know, now we're entering Yahushua territory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, blessed are the
In fact,
peacemakers. You know what I'm saying? Which the peacemakers are the mediators. Salaki Makwa.
I'm bringing this out real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 4:10. It says, "We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but we are strong. But ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised." So we're fools for the sake of Yahushua and the gospel and righteousness. We're fools for that, but it work is toward a greater reward.
Right.
And then you go into that word testimony, it means being a witness.
Con.
Because they ask Yahushua, like, what can you do to prove you are who you say you are?
Right.
And how do we prove that we are who we say we are? By how we treat people and how we conduct ourselves. Like John 13:35. By this shall all men know that you're my disciples. If you got love one to another, like literally the way we're showing examples, what we talk about, how we act, how we move, what we say, all that is our proof. All of that is our witness, our testimony, and being like Yahushua and proving that we are trying to follow after him. We are trying to be his disciples.
Right. Con.
Dang, that made me think of one
And
too.
like
You good, Hot? You good.
Let me just make sure. I think it's 19. Salakia. This is Sirach, chapter 19, and verse 29. It says, "A man may be known by his look, and one that have understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show who he is." You know what I'm saying? So, a man of understanding, a man of Yahweh Shai, you should be able to understand. You should be able to know a man of Yahweh Shai as soon as you meet him. A man may be known by his look, the way he talks, his attire, the way he carries himself, by his countenance. This is how a servant of Yahweh Shai is known. Like the brother was going into. We're supposed to how do we prove ourselves as servants of Yahweh Shai by the way we're conducting ourselves, man, by the way we're carrying ourselves.
Salaki, family. Yeah, that's the Lord.
Good, brother.
Hold on, buddy. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
I got one more, and then
You like
whatever y'all. But I got one last one.
Huh.
Oh, you got something across the line?
I was
This
gonna answer
Luke chapter
the
6
brother.
verse 35. Oh, you got it.
You got it, bro.
Hold on.
So this Luke chapter 6 verse 35. It says, "But love ye your enemies and do good, and land hoping for nothing again. And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest, for he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil." So this is what makes you a child of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is by loving your enemies, and doing good unto them, landing and hoping for nothing again. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes you a servant of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. This is what makes you a child of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Is by pretty much being meek, because the being meek is being rather to rathering to bear an injury than to give one. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what Yahweh was speaking of here in Luke the 6th chapter. Being meek, the meek shall inherit the earth, and just like Yahweh Shai inherited the earth for his meekness.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And with the kind of with the lady with the ointment, there was basically crying and worshiping Yahweh Shai. That that was just a testimony on how the mercy that Yahweh Shai has, because Yahweh Shai, when he healed the man that was when he healed the man that was blind, Yahweh Shai asked him, like, "Do you believe in me?" And the man said, "Yeah." I mean, Yahweh Shai said, "Do you believe in the Son of God, the Messiah?" He said, "Yeah, I'll believe in him. Just show me where he is. I'll believe in him." Yahweh Shai said, "I am he." And then he said, "Yeah, I believe in you." He started to worship him. And then some of the wicked scribes and the Pharisees came out, and Yahweh Shai told the man who he healed that he told him that he came into the world that the ones who see will be blinded, and the ones who are blinded will be able to see, which is basically going into how people who think they got it, people who think they can make it without Yahweh Shai are going to be people who get destroyed. But the people who know they're filthy, the people who know they can't get out of here without Yahweh Shai, and they're waiting for his mercy, and they want him to have mercy upon them, these are going to be the people who are going to get salvation. It's like with the lady with the kind of mercy, like with the lady who came to Yahushua with the ointment. She was crying at his feet, wiping, uh, cleaning his feet with tears and drying it with her hair, and that basically her showing that how sorry she was, and how she wanted to basically make things right. He had mercy upon her and said her sins were forgiven. Because that's ultimately what Yahweh Shem Yahshua wants for us to admit how dirty and filthy we are, and admit that we need help. We do need help getting out of here. We can't do it by ourselves. That's what the Lord wants for us. That's how we will receive mercy, by asking for it, and then asking for it, then giving it back out after we receive it. Like when Yahweh Shai told the story with the guy with the debt, um, the guy with the huge debt from the king, he forgave it, had mercy on him, and then that same guy who got his debt forgiven, he went put his hand on his brother for not even a percentage of the debt that he owed, and Yahweh got pissed and said, "Listen, I forgave you, but you're not going to forgive your man.
Right.
Now you're going to have to be destroyed for that."
Right.
So that's what Yahweh Shai wants. He wants us to first and foremost beg for mercy, and then after we get that mercy, he wants us to distribute it back out, be a witness. Like, listen, the Lord is merciful. There's life if we follow Him, if we do it the way He wants to do it, if we give it back and walk the way He walked. That's how we receive salvation.
Uh,
That made me think of two quick things too. Like when Yahweh Shai said, woman had touched Yahweh Shai garment, and he said, "Thy faith has made thee whole." You know what I'm saying? That faith is what brings you back to health. That faith in Yahweh Shai. And also it made me think of Isaiah 66:1. I mean, it's 66:2, where it say Yahweh Shai will dwell with him of a contrite spirit. When you go into that word contrite, it goes into being sorrowful, or depressed, or you know pretty much in a state of a feeling of that you're not
Con,
worthy, pretty much, but just to add those 2 points.
con.
Con. Oh, there's something else?
La.
All right, so with that,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
yeah,
pretty
one more.
much it
That's
for
what you
me.
got, you touch out. Yo, my bro be on fire.
That's it.
You good, Op? You good, you touch guy?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, Con, brother.
Con,
That's all I got.
con.
But yeah, one more thing, like the brother said in the comment board, it's not about cursing people out. It's about charity and love,
Con,
which is agape. Yeah,
con,
that's what it's all about. Having that mercy to receive that mercy.
con.
But with that, we want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Bahashem,
By Hashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Bashem, Rakal, Kadash,
Bahashem, Rakal Kadash.
by Hashem, Rakal Kadash.
and peace and blessings to the nation Israel. Shalom.
Shalom, Wa Abad Babal.
Shalom.